December 12, 2017. My name is Fausto. I'm from Brazil, and I've been around in technical analysis for the last 40 years. I actually learned technical analysis when I was in London doing a trainee on commodities, and I then went to a seminar in Cambridge in 1977. Well, anyway, since then, in between, I've been teaching technical analysis. I've been exploring technical analysis commercially in our company, afecting. And today, I want to talk to you about the correct Bitcoin chart. What is the correct Bitcoin chart? The answer, my friend, is very simple. The correct Bitcoin chart is the complete Bitcoin chart. But if we go to the choices available, we're going to see that Coinbase, for instance, is going to get us the charts, and it's going to it goes back only until 2014, which is no good. If we go to Bitfinex, we'll see that it takes us back as far as March 2013, no good at all also. And Bitstamp, for instance, will take us back a little longer, a little further in the past, but only until 2011. But this exchange, on the other hand, has quotes from the beginning, because Bitcoin started to trade on July 2010. And it is very much important for us to take all the benefit that the entire chart can give us in terms of Elliott wave, in terms of knowing whereabouts are we now that everybody wants to know where is this trend up, this upward trend taking us, right? So the problem with this chart is that it's showing Mt. Gox quotes, and Mt. Gox was the biggest exchange that existed, but it had a problem in 2014. In February 2014, because it declared lost some 850,000 Bitcoins that were worth some $450 million at the time, and for that reason it went bankrupt. But, my friends, it gave us the quotes from the beginning, and what we did is that we took the quotes from Mt. Gox, and then we blended to the quotes of the most liquid exchange nowadays, which is, let's take a look on that. Yeah, for that we go to, first let me see if I'm showing my screen. Yes, I am. And then we have to go to CoinMarketCap, and then we can check and actually realize that Bitcoin is worth more than $250 billion, $291 billion. And then you have to, well, click the price of Bitcoins, and CoinMarketCap is gonna get you a list of all the brokers ranked by the volume. And here you can easily see that Bitfinex is the biggest broker. The second one is BitHump, but it is but it's big on South Korean krone. If you click on pair, you can easily see that in US dollars, BTC US dollars, Bitfinex is the biggest one, almost double of number 2, which is GDEX, right? So what we did in our software in afecting is that we blended Mt. Gox and Bitfinex. Okay, so That's not what I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you guys that having this chart from the beginning, you can easily see that we had this first upward movement, or if you like, wave 1 of Elliott, right? And then you had a correction, and we had wave 2 of, oh God, I'm mistaken that, I'm sorry for that. And I'm back again, janelas, organizar em ordem. Okay, now I'm back to business. Looking at this chart, again, I'll start again. You can see that we have this first upward move, and then we had the second upward move, or wave 3 of Elliott, right? You'd have wave 1, 2, 3, and now we're in what you could call wave 5 of Elliott. Now, the fact that is very much interesting is that wave 3 is absolutely the same of wave 1. You see? So, the point that gives us a fantastic indication in terms of technical analysis is that there is absolutely no reason for us to believe that nowadays, where we're seeing the biggest exchange in the world, CBO and its department, CBOE and Chicago Mercantile Exchange that owns CBOE, endorsing very very expressly Bitcoin. And when actually we had this very interesting news while I was preparing for recording the video, that imagine a Japanese giant internet company, GMO, offers to pay 4,700 employees plus employees in Bitcoin. So, my friends, I would say it's starting. I mean, the world is starting to use the world currency, Bitcoin. So back to the chart, I don't see any reason why we should expect that this wave would be shorter than wave 3 and wave 1. And if it's not going to be shorter, what we do is that we just, project the same percent change from the bottom that we had here in 2015. And that takes us to $100,000. Now, the question that remains is, when is the market going to get there? Well, if you start to look at this downward trend and then how it started to go upwards, you can easily see that the market is doing this curve and that it is actually turning exponential. And I would say that the next segment that we can put here is that. Now for you guys, and if we do that, my friends, $100,000 can be achieved by the market in January 2018. And for those of you that think I'm too much of an optimistic, I want to say that this last piece of this segment that represents movement in the market has a precedent. I just took it from here, which was actually wave 1, 2, 3, 4, wave 5 of wave 1. So that takes us to $100,000 in January. But if I don't take that, I want to tell you that there's another 2 precedents in the market that would take us to $100,000 very quickly as well. If we put this here, look, another precedent of an oscillation that happened. It would take us there in March, the beginning of March. And then there's this other one here that if we take, we can see that it would take us there when? What did I do with that? What did I do with that segment? Let me draw that again. Here he goes. Let me draw that again. There we go. So this third precedent, if we take it to today's price, it would take us to $100,000 on February. So you pick your choice. January, February, or March. There's precedents in the market that if applied to today's prices would take Bitcoin to $100,000 very soon. So that's it. See a long-term chart. And remember the quotes of Edwin Lefebvre that wrote the magnificent book Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. He said, the big moves, the big move, no, I'm sorry, the big money is on the big moves. So look at long-term charts. There's where you're gonna find big moves. And there's where you can get the big money. Okay, thank you for watching the video. If you like it, subscribe. I'm going to have more videos in English, and I'm going to be translating our videos that we do in Portuguese, our native language here in Brazil. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. We're going to like it. And of course, if you want to be informed of new videos, click the bell. Thank you. See you next time.